You won't believe how stupid Rachel Zegler she is.
Oh, you've been singing all week. How is Snow White going? You're starring in Snow White, the new version. How's it going?
It's going really, really well. We're having so much fun on set. It's so magical. And every day I'm just pinching myself that I'm a freaking Disney princess. It's so stupid. I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story. With a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. There's some exciting news in the entertainment world. Comedy Central and Disney, under the leadership of Bob Iger, are in the midst of some big developments. The Pandaverse has truly taken off, garnering fantastic ratings and a surge in subscribers for Paramount Plus. What's even more interesting is that the Pandaverse episode has received the green light behind closed doors to become a 3-part event. This event is set to continue the story, humorously poking fun at woke Disney and the current state of Hollywood. It's definitely something to look forward to.
She's so focused on becoming the leader that her father tells her that she can be. And she's really trying to find the courage to stand up to the evil queen and how to find her own agency and rule a kingdom. And she meets so many incredible people along the way. And maybe she finds love, maybe she finds friendship, but really what's important is that she finds her own voice.
Actress Rachel Zegler has been facing ongoing challenges in how people perceive her, both in her role as an actress and as a person. She made controversial comments about Andrew Burnap and the 1937 Snow White film, suggesting the prince was a stalker and other unusual claims. Currently, it's clear that the creators of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, have no intention of stopping their satire of Disney within the Pandaverse. They see it as a rich source of material for their humor. This is primarily due to the high demand for such content. However, there's more to the story behind the scenes, and that's where things get even more intriguing.
I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist. I don't know. It's always like my publicist Ashton was with me the last time it happened, and I was like, God, I hope no one, because every time they come up to me, I'm always online for this freaking ride.
Are you sick of being poor and alone? Turn your life around with the help of the magical Genie Script. The Genie Script is a 30-day program that teaches people how to meditate effectively. It includes videos and ebooks to guide individuals in preparing their minds for positive changes in their lives. The program claims to have the potential to transform one's life dramatically and suggests that successful individuals have used it to achieve wealth and success. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to get Genie Script. So it seems like Comedy Central is getting entangled in some drama with the Disney Board of Directors, specifically Bob Iger. They're on a mission to put a stop to all the Disney-themed mockery. What's interesting is that Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park, are really going all in to take shots at Disney after their recent event. Their latest addition to the show is gaining a lot of popularity, and there's a significant twist involving actress Rachel Zegler. The big news here is that Parker and Stone have convinced the higher-ups at Comedy Central to greenlight 2 more episodes for their Disney-themed content. This means more humor aimed at people like Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, Mickey Mouse, and even Rachel Zegler, who's set to play Snow White in an upcoming storyline they're working on very carefully.
I just get to pinch myself every day because I am the biggest Disney fan that I know. Whether it comes to parks, the movies, Pixar, Disney Plus, all the Disney Channel shows, I've been obsessed my whole life. So I feel very, very blessed to be playing Snow White so much.
Wonderful. Yeah. And then tell us about playing opposite, Gal Gadot. What do you think about her take as the evil queen?
She's terrifying. She's terrifying. It's going to shock audiences. how she can really tap into that evil queen. It's really, really wonderful, and we had a lot of fun.
Trey and Matt seem eager to dive deep into this story. They're planning to explore the multiverse idea by bringing multiple versions of Mickey Mouse and Snow White into an epic showdown. In the process, Parker and Stone will playfully poke fun at the idea of 2 Snow White movies coming out in 2024 from both the Daily Wire and Disney. And trust me, the humor won't stop there. Comedy Central has given the green light to an intriguing pitch featuring Rachel Zegler as the lead in a new take on Snow White. In this version, there will be multiple Snow Whites who are woke and stand in opposition to the traditional, non-woke Snow White characters, including a parody of the 1937 Snow White and Brett Cooper's portrayal. Even the Brothers Grimm's version gets a nod. But hold on, ladies, because Matt Stone and Trey Parker are going all in on this project. They're not holding back when it comes to poking fun at Rachel Zegler and her Snow White role. The idea of having 2 Snow White movies coming out next year is nothing short of genius. This is classic Parker and Stone, known for seizing the moment and diving into what's currently trending in pop culture. They want to make sure they stay on top of the latest trends and demands. It's also worth noting that Parker and Stone have taken their fair share of shots at Disney Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy in recent episodes or events. Bob Iger, in particular, seems determined to put a stop to South Park Studios' jabs at Disney, especially considering the downward trajectory of Disney's stock. And the duo isn't limiting their mockery to just Disney. They're set to take on other Hollywood studios in the near future. So, there's a lot happening in the world of entertainment, and Parker and Stone are right in the thick of it.
Fun fact, I didn't get to watch it. I didn't see it. I have no idea what everybody was reacting to, but I saw the logo and I got really emotional. I also heard everybody like screaming and I got really excited, which means they must have liked it. But I know how I felt making it, and so hearing everybody's reception of it being so excited and screaming and cheering is so, it just fills your heart with such gratitude. Really, it does. So.
However, the situation becomes even more complex from here on. Let's delve into the details. In this 3-part event for fans of satire, there are some exciting developments. The 3rd part will feature Rachel Zegler, who will be humorously portrayed by Parker and Stone. The 2nd part will continue the story of Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, with the return of the iconic Mr. Mouse and the introduction of Steamboat Mickey, now that he has entered the public domain. Zegler and her team are also well informed about Comedy Central's efforts. They made this information public to Disney executives as a heads up, though the reasons behind this move remain somewhat mysterious. Moreover, Trey and Matt have received the green light from Comedy Central to not only lampoon Rachel Zegler as the Snow White character, but also as an actress, delving into the drama surrounding her role in the Snow White story, much like they did with Kathleen Kennedy in Panderers. Disney has attempted to negotiate with Comedy Central to halt this project, but their efforts have been in vain. This project is legally protected as a parody. It's worth noting that Parker and Stone are apparently biding their time until both Snow White movies from Disney and the Daily Wire are released next year, as they plan to continue the storyline.
I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years.
My poor girl, Rachel Zegler has some exciting plans in the works once the SAG strike concludes. Her team is gearing up to make a bold statement. They've been discussing a project that involves South Park poking fun at Disney and their recent event, Pandy, which is available on Paramount+. This highlights how eager Disney is to have Zegler advocate for them. Now, one thing we can always count on with Parker and Stone, the brilliant minds behind South Park, is that they consistently meet or exceed exceed our expectations. They've demonstrated this with everything they've done in recent years. One of their recent triumphs was the Streaming Wars, a fantastic 2-part event that's rumored to become a 3-part series in the future. They're still working on the 3rd part. Many fans of South Park have been eagerly waiting for Parker and Stone to lampoon figures like Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, and others, and they've delivered. We actually discussed this a few weeks ago, and now it's happening. They'll continue the mockery in both part 2 and part 3, and rumor has it that they'll feature multiple Mickey Mouses, so Mr. Mouse is making a comeback. If you missed Trey Parker's portrayal of this character, you're in for a treat, and it's going to be epic. We've already had a sneak peek with a small poster of him in the background at the Disney boardroom in Panday, so it's not a big spoiler, but it's a promising preview. Now, let's delve deeper into this. Comedy Central is taking a rather intriguing route. They've set their sights on poking fun at Disney's portrayal of the 7 dwarfs in the upcoming Snow White 2024. It seems they intend to draw a significant connection between this mockery and Rachel Zegler's rendition of Snow White. It's clear that Comedy Central is capitalizing on the current buzz. Trey Parker and Matt Stone recognize the demand and the public's sentiments. As we've noted before, being satirized on South Park is like being labeled the clown, an indication that you've made a misstep. Today's video is end right here. Thank you for supporting my channel. What do you think about the punk girl Rachel Zegler? Let's comment below for me to know. Now it's time for me to dive into watching episode 4 of Loki. Goodbye, my love. See you in the next video.